so social media content, think like a caveman. If you want to insert the idea of cave woman throughout the presentation, feel free for simplicity's sake, and the short 20 seconds I have, I did that. So my name is Helen Todd. I co-founded and am CEO of Sociality Squared. We've been around for about 2 years, and it's a full-service social media agency doing everything from consulting, strategy, and management. So social media content, think like a caveman. We are living in a content-driven area where it's content, content, content. But a lot of things haven't changed as far as human behavior goes, and we're going to boil it down and make it really simple for you today by thinking like a caveman. What does this mean? We're going to take one perspective and looking at your content strategy, and we're going to ask, how can you say what you're saying visually? How can you convey your story visually? Facebook has more photos than the Library of Congress. 250 million photos are uploaded every day onto Facebook. Photos are extremely powerful. Adam Morelli says that a picture communicates more immediately across language barriers than any other form of communication. Facebook, photos are social. Pinterest, they visually represent an association we want to have. They also convey things extremely fast. Given our 140-character culture, even with rich media of video, nothing conveys a message as quickly and as immediately as a photo can. Going back to Facebook, Facebook's success, enormously driven by photos, directly tied to engagement on the site. Their highest trafficked days are around Halloween and New Year's Eve, when people are logging in and checking photos. So in short, as you tell your story, tell your brand, tell your business, use images. And think about them, again, like a caveman. What do you want to say and how can you say it visually? Start with your logo and how you think about your brand. Logos, if you remember this, are really important. But ask yourself, is your logo and branding consistent across platforms? Consistency is a really big deal. When you're thinking about photos, they can be beautiful. They can convey things. They could be, what do I want to say? You can attach them to ideas, wall posts, tweets. They can be funny. You know, when you're talking about content, humor goes a long way. You want to think about shareability. Is this something that someone will want to share with their friends? And I don't know if you guys saw the Hillary meme, but it was hilarious. You know, just don't thank your fans and followers and subscribers for reaching a goal. Thank them with fireworks. How can you show what you're trying to say? This is an example from like a camera. You know, photos can be eye-popping. They can be relatable. They can be inspiring. They could be aspirational. Is this something that someone will aspire to want to buy at some point in time? And this was actually before Facebook changed the feed. But Facebook photos are bigger. I don't know if this is switching. Yeah. They're in high resolution. You can watch them or look at them in full screen. But when you think about shareable content, the first thing is, like, you want people to reshare your content across the social web. But first, there's got to be something to share. So you want to seed content, and you want to seed your images across different social platforms. But you don't want to seed any image. You want to seed images that you have rights to. You want to make sure your images are your own, or take the photos yourself, create the images yourself, or use resources. So, in short, use images, but use beautiful, eye-popping, funny, inspirational, emotional, relatable, shareable images that you have rights to, and distribute them across social platforms. We've come a long way technology-wise, but a lot of our behavior online and offline hasn't changed from social media days. On Facebook, the same amount of people that you interact with on a daily basis replicates villages. And visual communication is a huge, important part of how we communicate, and will continue to be both on and offline. And I don't think I actually have rights to use this image.
Just here.
This is an example of what not to do. So anyway, and don't forget to leave some things to the imagination. When you're thinking about content that you have to populate online on a daily basis, images are an important part, but they're not everything. You do want to leave some things to the imagination. So please join my group. I'm on the couches. We'll talk about, we can talk about images and social media, engagement in social media, content ideas for social media, the nitty-gritty of what images are allowed on the new cover on Facebook, or whatever you guys want to talk, ask me about. This is my website, email, and Twitter. If you want to ask me any questions, email is usually the best to get a hold of me. So thank you for your time.